What baby name is so bad the parents should lose custody? My mother-in-law Bernadette introduced herself at our wedding as the real woman of the family. I should have run then. When I got pregnant, Owen and I agreed on a name in the first trimester. Ivy June, after my mom, who raised me alone and passed 2 years before she could meet her granddaughter. Bernadette hated it. Ivy is a weed, she announced at Sunday dinner. In this family, first granddaughters carry the grandmother's name. We laughed it off. She didn't. After that dinner, I stopped answering her calls, so she developed a habit of leaving voicemails. Long, syrupy monologues she seemed to think were charming. I never deleted a single one. I don't know why. Maybe some part of me already knew I'd need them. My delivery went sideways fast. Emergency C-section, general anesthesia, and I didn't hold my daughter until 14 hours after she was born. Owen hadn't slept in 2 days. Bernadette, who had talked her way into the waiting room, helped by filling out the birth certificate worksheet herself and sliding it in front of my exhausted husband at 3 a.m. with a pen. He signed. He thought it was insurance paperwork. 3 weeks later, the certificate arrived in the mail. My daughter's legal name, Bernadette Rose, not Ivy, not June. My mother-in-law's first and middle name, printed right under my daughter's tiny footprints. I sat on the kitchen floor and read it maybe 30 times. When I showed Owen, he went white, then gray, then made the mistake of saying, maybe we just let her have this one? She did cover our down payment. That's when I understood I was fighting two people and one of them lived in my house. I didn't scream. I went quiet, which anyone who knows me will tell you is much worse. That night, Bernadette left another voicemail, and this one I played on speaker for Owen. Sweetheart, don't be dramatic about the paperwork. Owen will sign anything at 3 a.m., bless him. Your little Ivy idea died at that hospital. Bernadette's are born, not chosen. See you at the naming celebration. I've booked the church hall for the 14th. Wear something nice. A naming celebration. She had invited 60 people to toast a baby she named after herself. Owen listened to the entire message with his jaw on the floor. Then he picked up a pen for the second time that month. This one on a name amendment affidavit. In our state, both parents can correct a birth certificate within the first year. No judge required as long as both signatures are notarized. Real signatures this time. We filed it quietly on a Tuesday morning. Then, and this is the part I'm not sorry about, we said nothing. For 2 weeks, I let Bernadette plan her celebration. I let her order the cake. I let her mail invitations with "Welcome, baby Bernadette" embossed in gold foil. I even RSVP'd yes for 3. The hall was packed. Cousins, church friends, her entire bridge club. Bernadette wore white to her granddaughter's party and gave a speech about legacy, about how names are destiny, about how thrilled she was that destiny had corrected itself. Then she reached for the ribbon on the easel to unveil the cake. Owen stood up first. Actually, Mom, before the cake, I have something everyone should hear. He pulled out his phone and played her voicemail through the microphone. All of it. Owen will sign anything at 3 a.m. Your little Ivy idea died at that hospital. 60 people heard exactly how his signature happened, told in her own delighted voice. You could hear the bridge club stop chewing. Somebody's fork hit a plate. Then I stood up, walked to the easel, and set a framed document beside her cake. The amended birth certificate, issued 9 days earlier. Ivy June, my mother's name, in black ink with a state seal. The correction already went through, I said. Turns out destiny needed both parents' real signatures. Bernadette grabbed the microphone with a shaking hand, her voice cracking across the speakers. This is a private family matter, and you are humiliating me in front of everyone I know. I looked at her the way she'd looked at me across every Sunday dinner. You named my child after yourself while I was unconscious on an operating table. I'm just returning the unveiling.